Hello and welcome to this new lesson. Today we are going to talk about strategy. Okay, so you all know that the IBPS AFO exam is coming up really soon. So today we are going to discuss how you should be preparing English for the IBPS AFO exam. Okay, so here you go. This is the exam format. You have 50 questions, you have 40 minutes only, so you have to be quick, and you have 25 marks that are up for the taking. Okay, so what do you do when you have 50 questions and you just have 40 minutes to take care of? Is number one, you have to be fast. Okay, you have to read quickly, you have to take decisions quickly as to which to attempt, which not to attempt, and so on. And you have to, of course, be selective. So you have to know your strengths really well, that hey, my reading comprehension is really good, so then stick to that then. Okay, score as much as possible in that section. If you feel your grammar concepts are good, so maybe your error detection and your fill in the blanks would be easier for you to solve, so stick to those. Okay, so you have to strategize and play to your strengths, because the cutoff is 4.75, right? So if you get all the questions around your strength concept correct, then itself you have a great chance of clearing the cutoff, right? So your strategy here should be to know a few concepts but know them really well, instead of trying to touch all concepts a little bit. Okay, so if you have very less time and you feel that you have not covered the English syllabus much, be selective and develop certain strengths and play according to that in the exam. Now, vocabulary related, you might have questions around these four sections. You might have questions around synonyms, you might have antonyms. Synonyms means words that mean the same, antonyms, words that mean the opposite. Homonyms, where you have different spellings, pronunciation is the same, but the meaning is different. Okay, those kind of words, word usages, and then fill in the blanks. Okay, so this depends on how strong your vocabulary is. So the strategy to win over this section is number one, to learn the concept of root words. I hope all of you know what root words is. Very quickly, I'll give you an example. Say LOGY, logy. Logy means the study of something, right? So biology, study of life. Or say volcanology, the study of volcanoes. So this technique will help you to wade through the vocabulary related questions. The next one you can do is, because it's impossible to learn all the words in the English dictionary, option elimination. So depending on the options, eliminate those words that you know the meaning of for sure, and then maybe when you have a decision between two options, it is easier to take that guess. And the last point is unfortunate, but the only way out here with vocabulary related questions is to learn and memorize as many words as possible, with the meaning, of course. Okay, there is no shortcut or big hack as such that can help you. At least, even if it comes down to root words, you will still have to remember those root words. Now, coming to grammar related questions, you can have concepts around subject verb agreement, articles, tenses, parts of speech, direct indirect speech, and active and passive voice. So you can see there are plenty of concepts that you need to know if you want to get grammar related questions right. So, what's the strategy that we can adopt? Number one, with the exam almost here, do not attempt to remember everything. Do not attempt to learn everything under the sun. It's going to be very difficult. Okay, be selective. Learn some concepts that you feel you can win over in this short span. Okay, but remember, if you pick that concept, you need to be very good at it. Okay, because you have already eliminated certain concepts. So, the concept that you're going to be strong at, if you make mistakes in those, then it's going to be difficult, right? So, you have to get questions under your strong points correct. The next point is, usually students end up memorizing grammar rules couple of days before the exam. Hey, that does not work. Okay, you have to revise these grammar concepts regularly on a daily basis and then practice them with different questions. Okay, that's the best way to learn grammar. You can even sign up on iExamB, a website, take the free mocks that are available so that you test yourself on a daily basis. All right, so the next set of questions you can get is around logic. So number one, parajumbles, you have a set of sentences that you'll have to arrange in logical order. The next type you can get is error detection. So error detection is a combination of concepts. This can be different grammar concepts, vocabulary, and so on. The same goes with fill in the blanks, okay? Combination of concepts. So what's the strategy here? What should we do? For parajumbles, there are certain rules that you should know. Number one, pronouns. So the first sentence cannot start with a pronoun, right? If you have he, she, they, then obviously it has to be a sentence in the middle. It cannot be the first one. The first sentence is usually generic, introductory. Remember that. The third, second, third, fourth sentences can have some connectors, okay, like however, moreover, in addition, for example. So you know how to connect them together. But when it comes to error detection, fill in the blanks, it again comes down to your strength areas. So if you have selected, say, subject verb agreement and articles to be your strong area, remember to be very strong in them so that when it comes to error detection, you can straight away eliminate those few sentences that have these errors immediately, and it saves time for you. All right, and the last question type you can get is reading comprehension. So what kind of questions do you get in reading comprehension? You're given a passage and the questions can seek some information, number one, okay, directly from the passage. Second, it can also test some English concepts. Maybe a word is highlighted and you have to maybe pick the synonym or the antonym. The third one is you have to recognize the theme or tone. So this is identification of the central idea of the author. All right, so you can get these type of questions as well. Now, the strategy here should be, number one, you should have a good reading speed and you should be comfortable with unknown words. So in RC, you will have some words that you don't know. Make calculated guesses and move forward. Okay. And the last point is always remember to search for the answer thoroughly. Don't just pick one part of the answer and just write it. See if your answer lies in different parts of the entire passage. Just be careful of that. I also want to tell you something really important. We have an IBPS AFO online course that is extremely exhaustive. You can see 370 plus video lessons, study notes, practice questions, mock tests, okay, and mock tests for mains as well. Above all of these, we have live classes too. Okay, I'll be taking live classes for English. I would love to see you in my classes. Okay, so do go to the website, enroll now, and I'll see you there too. By the way, do like the video, comment if you have queries, subscribe so that you keep getting notifications. By the way, iExamB courses are available on Amazon too. Okay, so you can just search on Amazon and you can find iExamB courses there as well. All the best. Bye-bye. Keep practicing.